One of the state's largest abortion providers says it will now resume services up until 18 weeks.
Whole Women's Health says it performed abortions even today, and it follows a federal judge's ruling last night that temporarily blocks the country's most restrictive abortion law, the Texas Heartbeat Act, or SB 8. The law bans abortions once cardiac activity is detected. That could be as early as 6 weeks, and gives the power to private citizens to enforce it by suing providers. Now, the state has asked the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals to stay. KXAN's Monica Madden explains what it all means for women while the fight draws out in courts.
Providing abortion care in the state has been nothing short of a dystopian nightmare.
The ruling comes as a victory for abortion providers.
This is the justice we have been seeking for weeks.
In the months since the Texas Heartbeat Act went into effect, many providers in the state have halted procedures after 6 weeks in fear of getting sued.
But complying with the law meant that every day we had to say no to most people who need abortion care.
But with the law temporarily blocked, Whole Woman's Health is taking it as a green light, already offering services as early as this morning.
We reached out to some of the patients that we had on a waiting list to come in to have abortions today, folks whose pregnancies did have cardiac activity, and we did provide them with abortion care today.
But that will not be the case for every clinic in Texas.
The law is on ice.
Still, many women in Texas might not have access to abortions. That's because the law allows providers to get sued retroactively if the courts reinstate it.
The question is whether the Fifth Circuit Appellate Court is going to allow that order to stand.
The state plans to appeal, with the bill's author, Senator Brian Hughes, saying he expects the ruling to be reversed.
You don't have that feeling of safety.
If the order blocking the law is overturned, the federal government will have one option left.
No question. SB 8 will go to the Supreme Court. Which of these cases and in what posture will this make it to the Supreme Court? Nobody knows.
Monica Madden reporting for us. Whole Women's Health says it knows this judicial process can take years, so they will resume abortions up until 18 weeks of pregnancy until this temporary suspension is overturned, if that happens.